Oh my God. Welcome to this version of Underqualified podcast. Mexico?
Takes over Mexico City. As you can see, we have a different background.
Yeah.
This is not our usual podcast set. We're on an Airbnb here in Mexico City.
We're coming to you live. So this weekend, we decided to do something special because it was Mich's 25th birthday weekend. And we went to see Mr. Harry Styles.
Yeah.
So if we sound weird, it's because we were
yelling. I also, honorable mention, our mics are attached to little trinkets that the girls gave us at the concert.
So sweet.
They were so sweet. And we are very excited to be here.
Yeah, I think like with Harry Styles, like with all his like spiritual stuff, I think it calls for reflection from all of us.
A lot of reflection. So it's so weird. I feel that I haven't digested the 25 yet.
Yeah.
It's so weird that I got all the way here and you guys are gonna be there soon. But it's so funny because when you're young, you think that 25 is like a super old age and you're gonna have everything figured out.
Yeah.
Your life is gonna be so perfect, but it's not. And we're gonna tell you the truth. We're still babies. And I really thought when I saw that you wrote this, I was like, that's very true. Like when I was little, I was like, whenever I'm 25, I'm gonna be married and I'm gonna have a mansion. I'm gonna have 30 kids, and everything. So it's not happening yet.
No, not yet. We're still young hoeing. No, just kidding.
We're still figuring out everything. So don't worry if you're 25 and you don't have your shit together.
You shouldn't.
No,
you shouldn't actually.
Either. So don't worry. So how are you?
I'm good. So I guess I'm just gonna jump right into it.
Yoali have some news. She has some news that she has been keeping from you guys.
I'm Gossip Girl. No, just kidding. Just kidding. No, guys. We'll talk about Gossip Girl. I'm moving to New York City. I'm accomplishing a dream. This year has been crazy and all over the place, but I ended up getting into NYU for journalism, which is an absolute life dream. Yeah, it was my dream school for a very long time, so it was kind of insane. I mean, we're still keeping it together. We're still trying to figure things out. I literally
stop over promising. You're like a president.
I know. We're gonna do things, guys. I'm not leaving you guys. I'm not ready.
She did I was gonna say something. The next episode you're gonna see she's over promising like a president. I'm like, brother, shut it. Let's just leave it.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm so excited, and I move literally by the time this comes out, I'm literally moving. So it's kind of insane. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life, but I'm excited. I'm excited to figure things out.
You already have an apartment.
I have an apartment.
Yeah,
and I have keys to an apartment. I don't have anything else. But yes, I'm so excited, guys.
That's all she needs.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be so much fun.
An apartment, a suitcase, babas, and a dream.
Exactly. Babas is my cat. If you don't know, Babas is my cat. Literally, that's how it is. So yeah, I felt like this trip came right at the time that it was needed because it's been a lot of pressure.
It was a lot of pressure.
So yeah, I mean... But obviously, before we hop, I guess, into our reflections for 25th, we have somebody very...
What the fuck? You didn't ask me how I am?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you hate me or what? Well, I guess everything's about her.
Like, in my brain,
and she's like, okay, so I'm going to start first with my first thing that I want to tell you guys. What the fuck?
My brain is all hazy from last night. This is so bad. Guys, we came home and we slept until like 2:00.
It was bad.
It was bad.
We
were drenched.
Okay, first of all, the Harry Styles concert was floated. Yoali had her pants down.
I had Mary Jane sneakers and they were drenched and my jeans were drenched and everything in my body was drenched.
Yeah.
And we had ponchos with us. Thank God. Michelle saved the day. But it was just,
My boyfriend did, actually. He was like, one for your friend, one for you, one if
God.
you need another one.
Thank God. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. So
Yeah, we're a little bit rusty still, but we're
yeah.
here.
But how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty chill. I love Mexico City. It's my first time coming here. Okay, this is me from the future. I'm editing the episode, and no, Michelle, it's your second time in Mexico City. That's why you were holding a number 2 with your hands. I'm sorry, guys, for being a pathological liar. Continue. I kind of know already like the historical and like touristy places.
Yeah.
But every time it's like you see something different. There's never
Absolutely.
like something that Mexico City is never endlessly, I feel.
Yeah, no, you always find something
Yeah.
to do. There's literally no FOMO here because always something is happening.
Yeah, and my birthday was a couple of days ago, so that was very nice. I had a
Yeah.
good birthday. My celebration is until next week, actually, when Yoali leaves. It's my birthday celebration.
Like, Jesus, a lot of things are moving
But
fast.
this is our birthday celebration.
Yeah.
Bueno, my birthday celebration with them.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty happy. I don't
Yeah.
know, it's been good. It's been good.
It's exciting.
Couple of days of 25.
Yee-hoo.
Ahora sí, ya.
Bueno, ahora sí. So we have a very special guest this episode. One of my besties came into town with us to go see Harry. Paulina. Yee.
Please, guys, welcome Paulina with an applause.
Yay! She's here. So say hello, Pau, and tell us a fun fact about yourself.
Hi, Underqualified fam. Fun fact, I love these girls to death. And everything that we've been doing in Mexico so far has been so fun. So I got to see Harry Styles for the first time. That's my fun fact.
No, what about the coffees here and the matchas?
The coffees and matchas, I've been pleasantly surprised. We actually ordered matcha right now. So we're going to try it, taste test it, and see what the vibes are.
Maybe we do it mid-episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
That's fun. Okay. So we're gonna, la dinámica es, the category is 25 reflections. So we wanna tell you guys, in honor of Michelle's very special birthday, y nosotros ya vamos también para allá.
Over there.
We wanted to do 25 things that we've learned so far. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Like we were thinking about like relationship, career, friendships, like anything that you can think of that you feel that your frontal lobe developed already. We're like, okay, I feel that I'm very mature with that. I want to say that. So this is like a little love letter from us to you guys of what we have learned in this past years of life. So without further ado, welcome to our quarter life crisis episode. I'm Michelle.
I'm Yoali.
I'm Paulina.
And this is the
Underqualified podcast. Me encantó.
Okay, so let's get into it. So, Yoali, please start telling us a little bit about the semi-frontal development that
Yeah,
you had.
my I'm still cooking apparently. So I'm not fully developed yet, but so one thing that I've been seeing a lot is siempre estás a tiempo. You're always on time. I feel like everybody is in a race in this life to like do things, and I've always thought of myself like a little bit more of a turtle rather than the herd. So I try to take it slow.
Yeah.
I think that's how I am. What do you guys think?
I think slow sometimes wins. You never know. You have your own timeline. It's all meant to be. And
Exactly. No, I agree. The other day, I was having like a game night with my friends, and we were playing the game of life. And when they were almost retiring, I was barely starting my career. And I was like, no son carreras, son carreras, no carreritas. And I was like, and then I won on second place. So that says something. And that's literally how I feel. Like,
Yeah.
there's no rush to do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Delivery.
Oh, we have a delivery.
Deliveries
here. Tell us.
Okay, so my first one, which is ironic because I've literally just told the girls, like, I need to be in the moment, is be where your feet are, because this presence, like, is a gift. Like, the present is the gift. And I think, like, most of the time when you're living in your head, it's really hard to focus on, like, the good that's happening in that moment. And I think that that's super important. And it's still something that I'm learning, but 25 or 24 has taught me, like, keep reminding yourself to be in the moment. And
yeah, I think I lived that yesterday at the concert, because I was like recording and then I was like, wait, look at the freaking thing.
Yeah.
Don't look at the phone.
Yeah.
Look at the thing. Like, live it. Be in it. So, yeah. I like that point.
Yeah.
Mich?
I agree. But my other one, okay, my first one, no, I agree, because it was funny, because you were gonna start recording a song, and that's when I touched your arm, and I was like, let's just leave it, because I've noticed more and more that we're not, like, present during concerts or like stuff, because we're recording for something that we're not gonna even see maybe later. So it's like, you gotta live it. So I agree with you, Pao. My first thing that I have from 25 is be kind to everyone. Everyone, no exception. It's everyone's first time living. So it usually happens, like, with my parents, that I'm like, oh, sometimes I catch myself being too strict to them. And I'm like, they don't even know how to do this. It's their first time leaving. Or even, like, with kids. I have a lot of patience with kids. And just, like, in general, you never know what people are going through, and I feel that we need to be more empathic with people, and that's something that I've been carrying since I was a kid. I'm always, like, trying to be nice to people, and I feel that that's something that is going to continue throughout my life, and I feel that that's a lesson that I can teach people.
For sure. Yeah.
No, I think it's something that definitely needs to be, like, more conversation about, just because everyone is usually like, oh yeah, you need to defend yourself and all these things, and it's like, no, like, there's like a difference between being kind and being defensive.
Yesterday, actually, at the concert, like, we were going out, and Paulina right now has, like, a back injury, and then I had to push a lady because I got pissed because we were trying to cover her, and then Yoali was like, what happened to treating people with kindness? I'm like, I'm doing it because I'm protecting Paulina, but, like, what the fuck to the other people that are not conscious?
Yeah,
they were just shoving.
They were like my bodyguards,
No,
bro. I was like, oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, because I wasn't telling you, I was telling the lady, because the lady looked at you ugly, and you told her she has an injury, and she's just like, and I'm like, bro, like, we just learned a lesson here. Like, let's put it to.
I thought we were all together.
Yeah,
but no.
But I guess not.
Much apart.
No, exactly. So my second one, friendship breakups can hurt more than romantic ones.
Oh, for sure. We have a whole episode about that.
Yeah. I think being, like, in this earth, like, I've noticed that most of the time your most intimate people are people that you are friends with and you share so much with of your life, and they see things that your partner doesn't see also. So it's
There's
so many bug.
So many.
But yeah, I think that's one thing that I've learned to kind of reflect, and, you know, taking care of those friendships is so important.
And I agree. Like, they suck so much because it's like we grew together. Maybe it's like a friend for so many years, and maybe it was just someone that you really love that you don't want to split away from, and that you're like, well, I'm gonna give it another chance, and, like, that kind of ends up like backfiring on yourself, because you're like, well, I don't know how to feel anymore, like, it doesn't feel the same, and, like, people outgrow people, like,
all the time.
that's kind of like the same thing of, like, friendship breakups. Like, sometimes it hurts, but it's a lesson, and all you can do is just appreciate all the good memories that you had with that person and cherish it, but also, like, let them go, like, if you love them. I do believe, like, that is a thing. Like, that really is a thing. My second one is, life is the occasion. Wear the fun dress. Wear the fun top. Like, dress up to go to Walmart.
You're going crazy.
Mike! I keep forgetting I have a mic. I've had so many situations where I'm like, well, it's because I just don't have the occasion to wear that dress. Like, where am I gonna wear that to? And then I'm like, well, I could just take it out for a little walk on the town, like
a little spin,
take some pictures, feel cute. Like, life is too short to not wear the fun stuff. And like, if you want to try something new, then But that's off topic.
I totally agree with that. When Mich knows everything about that. She always wears her best, like, coolest clothes out.
So I agree with yours, and I agree with yours, because I was gonna write that it's okay to outgrow people as well. I didn't write it because I feel that it's something that you were gonna say, and I feel that's good. And also the occasions, I always love to overdress and underdress. I have that it's okay to change your mind. There's no rush, in the sense of like sometimes we feel that we have made a decision for life and we're like, fuck, I cannot change my decision. This comes with like relationships, careers, friendships, any decision that you can think of. Like I'm a whole thing that I changed my career 3 times. And I ended up graduating faster than other people that were in my generation. So it's like, either way, I was so worried about like changing careers and I wasn't going to do it fast enough and this and that. And it ended up being the same, if not better, And I feel like also with relationship, if you're not comfortable with the partner that you have right now or stuff like that, remember that you can say no to things and leave the room. Whenever you can. Also with family, I know it's very hard sometimes to outgrow those people, but I mean, you can change your mind. Like you don't need to be attached to something. I feel that we need to be more free spirits in our lives.
It's the peer pressure.
Yes.
Of everyone.
Sometimes it is, or sometimes it's yourself just being like, well, I'm gonna be in this because it feels safe and like because it feels comfortable. Yeah. And even if you're living in like a really bad like hell because of it, like sometimes people won't want to leave stuff, but then you have to remember, like, you do have a choice.
And you can say no.
You can say no.
And no is a full sentence.
Exactly. I was literally going to say that.
I saw that the other day. I was like, oh, that's crazy. It is.
Yeah,
it is.
absolutely.
No, it's not. Okay. Yoali, tell us. Horrible matcha.
Oh yeah, we got matcha from, where was it? Oh no,
we don't.
No los vamos a funar.
No, but it wasn't good. Anyways,
I got coffee everywhere.
Hey yo, another tip of life. Don't trust the DD pictures.
They're artificial intelligence.
I know.
Anyway, I guess this kind of correlates with yours. You don't have to explain every decision that you make.
Yeah.
I think that's something so important because everybody wants an explanation for stuff, and you're like, I'm making the decision, not you. It doesn't affect you at all. Yeah. So I think it comes down to like putting yourself first.
Absolutely.
I've learned to like take a step back on people's decisions, and every time like a friend or like somebody asks me for like or they're just telling me a decision that they made, I'm like, do you want me to offer you like some advice, or you're just telling me and you want to just hear listen. Like because I feel sometimes we jump into conclusions so fast and trying like, oh, they're telling me this because they need advice. Sometimes we're just telling you the story because we want to tell you that we made the decision, that we're moving to the other side of the country. I'm not asking you to permission. I'm not asking you for advice. You don't need to give an explanation.
Yeah, like our frontal lobe is almost cooked. We can make decisions if we want.
This one is give yourself grace and don't put too much pressure on yourself. I think that sometimes you have expectations that you want to uphold within yourself. You have your own goals, like everything you want to accomplish, but it also takes time, and it's not something that happens overnight. Some things do require patience and moments to be like, okay, I need to see that I've done that all I could, and then take it from there, because there's no point in like worrying or stressing out about the things that you just can't control fully. Yeah.
I'm a control freak, so it's like it's hard, but it's something that I've learned too. Yeah.
I feel sometimes you are and sometimes you're not.
I'm a bipolar control freak.
So, but Bao is right. Right. So my next one is something that I've always been very like. It's a mantra for me, I can say. Memories are worth spending money on.
Absolutely.
So I told Yoali this, and this is not an advice. This is not anything. This is just a lesson I've learned throughout the years. Sometimes I have so much debt in my credit cards, but it's because of trips, because of concerts, because of that. And I don't regret it because I'm very responsible with my money. Of course, like I pay a lot to the credit cards and everything. Pero for me, oh my God, spending money in food, in trips, in concerts, for me, it's everything. Yeah. I prefer to have like the oldest phone, but I'm in fucking Mexico City, you know? Like, I don't care. And I'm always, like, since I started having money, since I started working, I started working at 18, I started saving up, and I will be like, you know what? I want that coffee because I feel like getting that coffee instead of like, and this is not a good lesson for you guys, but I'm not saving a lot of money, actually. Like, everything that I have, I usually spend it for stuff that I want to create memories of. Like this, for example. Like, what am I gonna, like, I always say, like, the world is gonna end. We don't know when. We saw it with COVID that everything stopped and money didn't matter.
Yeah.
So
money comes back.
It does.
Money comes back, and I feel that it's something that everyone should be in the mindset of.
Yeah. No, I totally get it, because I'll spend money on things like clothes or shoes or vacations. And I'm like, this is the experience. Like, this is what I choose to spend my money on. It makes me so happy to like be in a new city that I like was able to afford to go. Like, they're treats, and it's because I work hard for my money. So it's like, I'll spend it however I think I should. Obviously, there's a caution, like, careful, but I'm very much like, tap to pay. I had a day, low-key, and this is really bad advice. It's not even advice. It's not even advice, but my Apple Pay kept, like, the sound that it makes, like, ta-ting, ta-ting. I heard it, like, 10 times in one day, and it was coming from my phone, and I was like, oh, I'm not even gonna look.
It's gonna hurt.
But I was happy.
I feel that that's a very good lesson to learn.
Yeah. No, spend your money, guys.
Yeah.
Spend your money. And everything figures itself out. Okay, so my fourth one, I think Michelle had kind of said it a little bit. She had touched on it. But your parents are also experiencing life for the first time. I think everyone's so hard on their parents half of the time, and I think the older I get, the more free spirited they get, and the more like I'm like, oh, like I need to like get my life together. So we all need to be in the same page because we're all adults. And it's like, no, like our parents are also still learning about themselves and who they are and all of that. So I am gonna cry. I've been crying the entire trip, guys. Pero sí, that's it. That's all I have to say about it.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. I have like a hot take on that, because it's like your parents obviously have been through so much before you were born, and the way that they are now, they're like that for a reason. And like my parents are super strict, so for me, like, they're not as free spirited, and they have very set like boundaries and like lifestyles that they want me to have. And while I have different goals for myself and they don't like that, I'm like, hey, like, it's my life. I understand that you don't want that, or you're not expecting that from your daughter, but I'm like, we're all different people, and you're your own person. Like, our parents are their own person, so I can't change them entirely, but we just learn from each other. So I think like giving them grace of like, I understand it's literally their first time in this specific situation and stuff like that, where you're like, okay, like, I get it. But yeah, kind of like it goes both ways type of thing. This was mine. Romanticize your everyday routine. I feel like once I graduated college and like high school, everything, like every time there's like a summer break and stuff like that, I'm like, wow, I have so much time to do all the things that I want to do. And then you fall into like the summer slopes of like, you want to just lay down and relax and like watch stuff, but then like midway through you're like, wait, like I didn't get to do this, like what happened? So I set like a routine for myself, like, oh, I want to go to Pilates in the morning and I want to go for a walk in the afternoon, and like sticking to it. After that period of like, you have a pattern of like, you clock out of work, you're doing this, you're coming home, you're like making dinner, it gets either boring or annoying, or like the fact that you have to do it again. It's like, damn, this never stops, like this is gonna keep happening. So to romanticize those like mundane moments, like you're making dinner, you're putting on your favorite song, or like things like that make you feel better about your situation, because it's not like you're in a bad spot, like you're just living your everyday life, and it deserves to feel appreciated. And like Yoali is gonna be in New York, so I can only imagine, like, you're romanticizing everything, babe. Like you're gonna be in the Big Apple. This is the time.
That's what they say. Like life is meant to be the little and boring things. So that it's like that makes you, that makes your life going. And I feel that sometimes we take everything for granted.
Yeah.
And we're like you're saying, like we get annoyed or we get bored, but actually you have the like
the capability
to change things. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's sweet.
She has very deep ones.
Yeah, she's good for this.
A deep person, low-key.
Yeah. I have another one, kind of deep. That,
What's about to drink yours?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I have whatever is for you will find its way whenever you're the most unexpected times. So I feel that this goes for like relationships, situations, family, everything. And I feel that sometimes myself, I used to put a lot of pressure on things happening, and me applying for like 2 years straight to other jobs, it was like I'm putting pressure to something that the universe has different plans for me.
Sure.
Once I stopped like pushing the gas of the car, everything started changing. Like I didn't look for anything. I wasn't like, I just blinked and everything happened, and I was just like vibing. I wasn't like even looking for anything. I wasn't even looking for a new job. I wasn't looking like to get in like a relationship, for example, with my boyfriend. And those are the best things that ever happened to me. And I feel that like this podcast as well, like I wasn't like looking for anything, and just came like everything that is for you is gonna come in very mysterious and random ways, but it will come. And
te pega como un pinche trailer.
Yes,
usualmente you're just kind of like, oh shit.
And it's so weird because every time that it happens, that I'm in a situation that I'm like, I want this, and then when I'm like, boop, it happens, and then it's like another cycle of the same thing. I feel that we need to relearn that lesson every time. So
I like that a lot. So one thing that I've been learning along the way, and that I've le inculqué a Pedro, sé terca con tu vida. Like I think I've always, one time somebody told me, like, when it comes down to like journalism, obviously like people were basically like, a gig is a gig, and I was like, but I don't like that. I want the gig that I want. Like, why am I gonna be out here like spreading myself thin just for like a gig or whatever? Like I have a specific goal in life, or anything. It can be like, if you like things a certain way, as long as it doesn't affect people, do it your way. I think, and it has changed my life fully. And people are like, oh, like how do you get like some opportunities or whatever? And I'm like, well, I've learned to work with it, but also I'm a picky person. I'm a picky person. Like, how else? ASMR. But yeah, that's my take now in life.
I agree.
Yeah, I think being stubborn with your goals, and like you want things, you want them for a reason, you know? So it's like, it's up to you to get them, and no one else is going to do it for you. So I think you absolutely do need to have this sort of dedication and like perseverance to be like, okay, yeah, like I have it, I want it, I got it. Type of, so Ariana Grande really cooked.
Want it, I got it.
She cooked because she's so right.
I'm like, Michelle wanted a matcha with, what was it, almond milk? Yeah. And she's gonna go get it later. So exactly. So yeah, Yeah, be stubborn.
Replace when I with I'll start with, because your life is very much like, oh, when I get this job, oh, when I get this apartment, oh, when I move to the city, everything's gonna work out. And sometimes having that specific wording of like when it's gonna happen, you have so many expectations on yourself that you're like, wait, like I'd rather do I'll start with this rather than wait till you're in that position to get it. So it's like, oh, I'll start with very like small movements. Obviously it's not gonna be crazy.
60.
But yeah, just like
80.
basically like being careful of like when you say like, oh, it's only when I do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, like you can change it. Obviously not all of it, but I do believe that there is some sort of movement to be made, and you can start with that.
You're totally right. I used to think like that, because I used to be like, whenever I move to a bigger city, I'm gonna become someone. Whenever I move to a bigger city, my career is gonna explode, or it's stuff like that. That it's too simple. But then it's like, I can just start it here, and I don't need to like have a 180 movement in my life for it to happen. Yeah, I agree. I agree, and I also have something like very similar. So my next one I have, and this is a very important one that I feel a lot of my family and friends are concerned about me, but I'm very good with it. So being alone and being lonely are two very different things.
Absolutely.
Learn to enjoy your own self company.
Being alone are two different things.
I feel that sometimes we are very used to being around people and people doing stuff for us, and I don't know. When I moved by myself in my apartment, I really got very like lonely, and I was like, you know what, like I want to go back to my parents. Like, this is not for me. And then I started understanding when I moved to El Paso. I understand what being alone meant. I was doing everything by myself. I was going to the movies by myself. I was going to the groceries, anything. And then I started enjoying my own company, and now it's easier for me to not attach to people that much and being a dependent person. And I feel that that's something that it's not as clear for some people, that being lonely and loneliness are two very different things. I say this because my family, like the other day that I saw my grandma, she was like, I feel that you're very lonely sometimes. I'm like, no, grandma. I'm like super happy being by myself. Like,
you're independent.
I'm very a very independent person, and somehow, some way, we're gonna end up like we're gonna die alone.
Sí, pues sí, la neta.
There's nobody gonna be holding our hand for anything. So I feel that right now at 25, 24, whatever age you are, I feel like you need to start learning that, so it's not harder whenever you're older.
Yeah, for sure. I think having alone time is so important, because one, you learn about yourself more of like, oh, why don't I want to just go by myself? Like, I don't really need anybody to go with me.
Yeah.
And not everybody can go, you know? So it's like, if you want to do things that you enjoy, I think you absolutely should take yourself out of your comfort zone and like feel it. And it feels a little bit awkward, but then after that you feel fine. Like, you're like, oh, this was actually such a good idea. Like, I'm like, I don't know why I don't do this more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that you don't get anxious all the time by starting doing something out of your comfort zone. I'm not gonna tell you lies. You will get super anxious, like, but it's gonna happen. So it's better to do it now, rip the band-aid off.
Yeah, and I think that's something I'm gonna have to learn when I move to the city. My man's is not moving with me. I'm gonna go by myself. He's good. He's doing his own thing. He's starting his own career. So, and I didn't want to limit that. So I think it's gonna be something that I'm gonna be crying a lot to everybody on the phone, like, I'm by my, but it's like, no, but you're by in New York City. Like, you can go do things and actually learn about yourself. Like, that's the whole point about moving and stuff like that. So I think that's something that's gonna be a lesson for me this year. 25, 29. Oh my god, I'm next. How fun. I feel like this is going fast. It's interesting. Bueno. The one thing that I have is doing things quickly takes the same amount of energy as if you actually just kind of like pace yourself. Like, I guess if you have a car, I started to notice these things because I used to drive so fast whenever I was like, I'm so late. And I used to drive so fast thinking that I was going to get there in more time. Like, but I actually had like 1 minute to spare.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was so stressed for the same outcome. Yeah. Like, it makes zero sense.
you turn around and the car that you were like, that you thought you left behind is like next to you.
Right next to you.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it can apply to a lot of like life things. Like, you're like, estoy en una super apurada. And it's like, hacer las cosas apurada can make things go totally incorrect.
Yeah.
So if you're already late, or if you're already like, you know, trying to put things together like quickly, it's not going to work half of the time the way that you want.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some shortcuts aren't worth it. Like, sometimes it's better to just do it fully the right way and like let it happen the way it should.
Yeah. Just let things flow.
I agree. I have nothing to say because you really explained it very well with the car.
Thank you. Yeah, it's because, dude, I used to drive so fast, and then out of nowhere, I was just like,
I do, because I have a competition against Google Maps. Apple Maps.
Don't take anything personal. I think that a lot of times that you think that someone's acting a certain way, it's like, oh, did I do something wrong? Or like, what happened? You're trying to like read the room and stuff. But sometimes things are happening that you just have to be like, okay, well, that happened and it's nothing crazy. Like, we can just move past and you don't have to take it personal. Because I feel like a lot of times you do kind of take it personal, like, naturally. So it's just kind of like, oh, wait, no, like, they might be going through something, or like she probably had a bad day and like something must have happened, but it's not something that we should carry. Like, it'd be like, oh, well, you know.
I've been having a conflict with that because I used to care so much, like, of other people and stuff like that, and it was, for me, was like a whole different thing that I started not caring. And then I'm like, I'm still an empath, but sometimes I'm like, oh, they did that because of this, and then I just forget about it. But then some people are like going through it, and it's like, oh shit, like, I need to think more of a, like, every person is living their own world, and sometimes we think that everyone's just like, their eyes are staring at us, and they're thinking like, you know what, when Michelle fell, and it's like, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Or if they do, it's because they don't have anything important in their lives.
Yeah.
Literally.
And it's like, not everything, I think that's one thing, not everything is about you. Like, people are thinking in their heads about themselves. Like, the same way you're in your head about yourself, those people are probably in their heads about themselves. So it's kind of...
But also with that one that you're saying, sorry, I feel that you need to, people need to learn how to be more empathic. Because even though, like, okay, maybe they say something that they didn't mean, and then you're like, oh, okay, I think they said that because they're going through this. But then, like I always said, empathy without limits, it's auto-destruction. So you also need to take care of yourself. And if something, it's not like, you're like, you know what, I don't like when you make comments like that, or like stuff like that, you can also say something. But yeah, I feel every person is a different world, and we never know.
I think also, like, what people think, so like, let's say like someone tells you something and it's like a jab, and you're just kind of like, what, like, did they really mean that, or is it something like deeper than that? But I think that things that like that happen, you're like, well, they have their own world going on, like you said. I'm not gonna let that interfere with how I feel about myself. Like, sometimes, like, it'll be their comments or like whatever about you that you're like, well, that's not true. You can't really like explain to people, and you don't know anybody an explanation either, you know.
So the one that I'm gonna say right now, it kind of goes with the stuff that the girls have been saying, and it also goes in hand with the branding of the podcast. And it's, you will never be ready for anything, just do it. Every good opportunity that has come my way started with a yes. And I feel that I don't know, it's like, we're always telling you in the podcast, and we told you in the episode of the year anniversary that we were talking about, like, sometimes you just need to give yourself, like, nobody's gonna push you. Like, they can push you, but they can do so much. Sometimes you need to, like, push yourself to do stuff. And Even though you're afraid, even though it's out of your comfort zone, even though it's something that you've never tried, you never know if you're gonna miss an opportunity because saying no and because you don't feel prepared.
Same.
Like this podcast, it was something that we weren't prepared of. We didn't know what was gonna happen.
Yeah, we didn't even have nothing prepared. Like, it was just a verbalization of words, and then it just kind of, we were like, okay, yeah, and then
I've learned throughout this couple of years too. That's one of the most important lessons that I've learned this couple of years. It's that, like, we're really never ready. Who's ever ready to do stuff? No one.
Definitely
Jesus
not ready to
probably. No, and Jesus wasn't even ready. He got crucified. I mean,
Elsie. Elsie, qué intenso.
Think about it. Like, he wasn't ready.
Fuck.
He wasn't ready. Like, we have seen it throughout time.
I'm like,
people are never ready.
But you see, Diva came back 3 days later. Said, let me take a minute.
Exactly. So, like, I know it's a super dumb example, but truly it applies to everything in life.
That's like our ego death, and then, okay, we're back.
Yeah.
We bounce back.
3 days.
Better than ever.
Yeah. No, so I feel like, again, we have said in the podcast, it kind of stole this, like, lesson from here to my life. Just say yes to stuff that, of course, it's not going to affect you in any way, that it's going to beneficiate you, and also that it can make you grow as a person.
Sure.
Professionally, in your life, in whatever. I feel that's very self-explanatory.
Yeah. Also, if it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no. FYI.
Yes. Yeah.
FYI. So don't say just yes to everything. Te tiene que latir y te tiene que, o sea, like, it has to be, like, actually fucking authentic.
I feel that you need to follow your gut. Sometimes we kind of overshadow that part, and we're like, oh no, I think it's just anxiety. If that's anxiety, that's your gut.
No, literally. Always trust it. It's never wrong, and if it is wrong, then something deterred you from, like, doing that. Like,
You'll medicate
everything
yourself.
happens for a reason.
Actually, go get a prescription. Okay, I don't know if this is just for me, this one that I have, but I'm a very unorganized person sometimes. Like, I'm in my head a lot, and I don't know how to do things like a human, like a regular human person. But I have, haz una lista, make a list of things. I've learned so hard, because Pedro's the type of person, he's an analytic person, I'm like a creative person, so my brain is, like, sometimes everywhere, and I'm like, I want to do things, everything, everywhere, all at once. And Pedro always breaks it down very easily, and he's like, okay, Yoali, make a list. He literally, I was in our way to, while we were moving him, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna take, blah blah blah. And he was like, okay, take out your computer, we have a lot of hours on the road, let's make a list.
Plenty of time to see.
Yeah. And it fully organized my brain, that it was just kind of like, okay, I can do this. Like, it's about, like, the small little milestones that you make with that list.
Yes.
And it's so rewarding.
It's so rewarding. I love a list. I have a list for everything. List for things that I want. List things for everything.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also, it keeps you organized, 1 and 2. Like, you can check it off. Like, the satisfaction of checking something off. I'm like, yup, I did that. And then think of something, write it down, do it in, like, 5 minutes just to cross it off. I'm like, I love crossing things off.
It's a psychological thing that crossing stuff and, like, completing stuff, it helps your brain, or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why a lot of therapists tell you, like, do a list.
Interesting.
Because the brain feels like como, like, success, or, like, that accomplishment.
The feeling of
that you're like,
accomplishment.
shh. And then you're like, oh, I did something.
Yeah.
And then you feel more productive during your days.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, what's the most satisfying part to me is, like, when I do things on my list that I didn't even like I write my list down, and then I did it before thinking about my list. You get what I mean? Like, I was like, oh my God, I crossed things off so quickly, and I didn't even notice.
Literally.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the Virgo in me, but I love a to-do list. Like,
that's your Virgo.
I have
That's
it,
your Virgo
I have
for
it very
sure.
much. So I love that.
Okay, what's yours, Pop?
Mine is YOLO. I'm so sorry. That's millennial. It's so millennial. But I do think, like, dude, you just live once. Like, you have to do things, do it for the fun of it, for the intriguing side of it. Like, it's
Hazlo con huevos.
Go out and explore and do things that you've never done before, and take the random classes that brings new hobbies and stuff like that. I think it's so important to, like, just try new stuff. So that comes with, like, maybe fear, but I think, like, do it. Just do it.
Nice. I like that one.
YOLO!
Okay, chicos, the name of this episode is gonna be YOLO. No, but when it came out, I remember I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah. YOLO. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, I have one that it's very personal, and it's even to think about it, my heart's like kind of like weird.
Don't start crying because I will. I'm very sentimental this time. This time I'm crying. I don't know if it's like this fucking ¿cómo se llama?
The vibe?
No, the Saturn, whatever, the
Mercury?
Yes, I don't know what it is. I'm very very sentimental. I think it may be that, or things are feeling like they're coming to a close. So I'm like, the more sentimental I get.
It's been giving me injury, so I'm like, please be over.
So the one that I have, and it's very personal, being too much usually just means that you're around the wrong people. Be that much.
Absolutely.
So it's a very personal thing that I can say, because some people in my past, they have told me that I'm too much. Horrible, right?
Horrible.
And then you realize that you're never too much for the right people.
Same.
Like, currently with the people that I have in my life right now, they make me feel so safe, and they make me feel like being too much is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, it always stuck in my head when Yoali's Pedrito told us that we're very like complicated people to be around with, Yoali and myself, because we're constantly changing our minds. We wanna like comernos el mundo like in a day.
We're not a straight line.
We're not a straight line. Like maybe next week my favorite color is gonna be green, and this week and for a year it was blue. You know, and I feel that also, like, we've reinvent ourselves so much that for some people who like some type of people that are like more linear or more like strict with their lives, it's easier to handle that. But I feel whenever you're like, again, I put the quote unquote of too much, because I feel nobody's too much. It's just like their personalities, and I feel that my personality, it's a bit too much. But don't ever think that you are the issue. It's just the people you're hanging around with.
Yeah. You're,
She said, give me that. Me encantó. Dice, dame eso. I don't know who to say. I love it. She took it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, you're not too much. They need less. Like, and that's their problem, fault stuff. Like,
that's very well said.
You are your own person. The right people will love you exactly who you are. And we're not everybody's cup of tea, but that's totally fine, because why would you want to be also friends with someone that isn't also just like making you feel good, like it's a good time, and that doesn't tell you like that you're too much?
No, it's I wanted to say, like, it's so crazy whenever it's like you start shedding people off, because that's when you're like, you know what, like, I feel that you don't fit in my energy anymore. And it's like or even relationships, like the other day I was like with my boyfriend, and then I realized, like, whoa, I'm with the right person, because he's like, he takes it all.
He takes everything.
He takes it all.
And he tries.
And he tries, and he goes above and beyond. And I'm so grateful for like the trauma that I had left in me, that it was like feeling too much, and then somebody else is making me feel that I'm not too much, that I'm the perfect.
And even I think like I think the people that are correct, they see that there's like what you feel is too much. Other people, they still expect like way like more, because you have all this energy and you have all these things. Like, it's like like people see you and they understand who you are and what your potential is and what you're capable of, because it's all like it's all shown through you. Like you don't just walk in meeting a person and then, well, there is people that are like way too faced, but most of the time, like people that are like too much, it's because van con su personalidad de que right off the bat, and they're being authentic. So I think you are very correct when it comes to you're not being too much with the right
It was
people.
a hard lesson to learn.
Sí.
And I feel that if whoever thinks the same over there that it's listening to this episode, you're never too much to the right people. Never forget that.
Never. Me encantó.
Thank you.
Me encantó.
Thank you.
So my last one. So I think this is something I'm gonna learn a little bit, and like there's like different ways to see it, but be careful for what you wish for.
Okay.
I think with this move, it has me reflecting a lot, and I have a lot of anxiety about it. You know, I've been saying like it's my dream. I want to live in New York City. Me voy a independizar, esta mamá. But it's like, okay, now that it's actually happening, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna get to hold somebody's hand throughout it. See, o sea, with this move, like I think I'm just gonna have to learn that maybe New York City has, or whatever like my future holds, like it's may not be exactly how I planned it out in my head. So it's gonna, they always say that, like for example, where I want to be, there's always a pushback, there's always gonna be something that like challenges you.
They say you show God your plans and he will laugh.
Sí, exactamente. So I think like now I'm gonna have to learn the hard lesson of, a ver, ¿quieres Nueva York? ¿Quieres esto? Pues dale. And it's gonna toss it at me, and it's gonna be like, my dad is so afraid because he's like, te vas a la boca de león, and I'm like, well, if I'm gonna be intense, I'm gonna be fucking intense with it too.
Right straight into it, babe. Like run into it. No fear.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. I guess that's my take a little bit.
I don't really have much to add to it, because I feel that it's, you just like learn how to manifest in a good way, like, because then you're like, okay, I want to be rich, and then you're like, oh, the taxes or something like that. It's stuff like that. Like I want
There's always a balance.
imagine like just saying like I want to live in New York, and then you're homeless. Bitch,
That's my fear.
You need
You have to be very specific.
very specific with what you manifest. Yeah.
I think you can plan it as much as you can and hope for the best. Obviously, there's some things that are a part of your control, and sometimes shit hits you sideways and you're like, what the fuck is this? But I think persevering through that and just saying, no, I'm gonna keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be positive about it. It's not supposed to be super negative either. I think it's just, don't plan out everything. It's not gonna be a cookie cutter type of situation. Like things are gonna happen, and you just have to go with the flow.
Yeah. You have to literally swim in the flow, because if you try to go against it, it sometimes ends up hurting way more. Yeah.
Like the only thing that you
Exacto.
get by like you being so like, and then I want to have this house and this and that. Let's create real expectations for ourselves.
Exactly.
My last one was rejection is redirection, kind of like what I said before. Yeah, like you're sometimes gonna get told no, and you're gonna feel really sad about it, or maybe angry, but at that point you just have to accept it and then try to figure out another solution, because that wasn't the plan that was set. You know, like there's so many things that could maybe go right, go wrong. If someone tells you no, you just take it with a grain of salt and you try again, like basically not giving up on something.
Okay. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I feel that rejection creates a persona.
Sí. Te hace cambiar. It forces you to change.
It forces you, because like if you stay in the same place and you're always told yes and stuff like that, you are never gonna learn how to
live life.
how to overcome rejection and
Sí.
failure.
Sí, exactly.
Okay, so I have my first one, that it's nothing, and I mean nothing is permanent. Enjoying the pain, happiness, and the little moments. The other, well, I was going through a rough pad whenever we started like season 2, and I remembered that I saw a video of a coffee cup, and they were pouring water on it, and it was like the process of healing, and everything of the brown color of the coffee was coming out.
It was watering
out, and then it became clear water. Yeah. And that really stick to me whenever I will go to therapy and stuff like that. I would suffer so much. That's why I cried so much yesterday in Fine Line, because it helped me overcome everything. And then I realized that the good and the bad are never permanent.
Same.
You are not gonna have that heartbroken forever. You're not gonna be sad forever. You're not gonna be happy forever. You're not gonna have the people that you have around forever. So I feel that it goes with the first one that you said, that we need to have our feet in the ground and be present at the moments. And if you're feeling pain and you wanna like go away of it, it's like sometimes you just need to sit down with it and have a conversation with yourself and feel like, okay, you know what? I'm feeling so much pain because I feel so much. Yeah. And that's the greatest part of it, because we're humans and we get to feel everything so much. So I feel that sometimes we take that for granted and we are like, you know what? I just want to stop. And or I don't want this happiness to stop, or I don't want this moment to pass. And we're like, no, that's the cutest part of life, that you get to leave it, and then you snap out of that like mindset that everything's gonna stay forever.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think a lot of times like nostalgia is huge for me, because I look back at my camera roll and I'm like, that was another version of me that I'm not anymore. And or like it'll be so heartwarming to see like family pictures that I wish I could go back to that moment and spend time with them. And life does go on, but I think like that's the beauty of it. You get to just make more memories, and you can still cherish what was in the past. But I love that.
Yeah,
I think so too. I think it's like nostalgia and wanting to keep things always the same. It can be such a curse, because things are meant to change. Life is supposed to move, and we're meant to feel things. And if you feel something, like for example, like you're saying, like with the coffee and like the watering out of it, feel everything. It's beautiful that we're human beings who have so many emotions, and it's okay to obviously seek help if you need help. It's so important, but it's also okay to give yourself a little bit of grace if you can't put a timeline on like if you're healing.
So the last one that I have, I prefer the other ones to be like any other to be the last one. This one was just a thought that I had. Growing up isn't about having all the answers. It's about becoming okay with not having them.
Yes. Yeah.
And I feel that that's a very grown up thing to say. Pero like, I guess when we were kids, we fantasized growing up so much, and like we started the episode like we thought that we were gonna be married by then, and we were gonna have so much, and we were gonna learn so much, and you can do it, but I think we forget the fact. Perdón, el chile de los tostitos. Digo, ¿qué? ¿Cómo? I forgot. I don't know. I feel that we forget that it's not so like rushed, or like we're not even that old to have all the answers. And I don't think you ever have all the answers. No. I'm just saying like 25 is a very, very young age to be at. You're barely deciding what do you want to do with your life.
Same.
This is the moment that you create the decisions that it's going to like mark you for life. Like taking that trip to that country, and maybe you stay in that country, moving to another city and you stayed in the other city. Like
Same.
The funnest part of being in your 20s, I feel that it's like you can fuck up everything, and it's going to be okay.
No,
like fucking up, I feel it's part of the plan. And I know that the internet has forced us to create an idea of 25 of like,
for sure,
all your friends already have a house, all your friends are already married, everything, and you're like, so what the fuck am I doing with my life? And then you forget that all of everything you have accomplished just because you're putting yourself in a, like you said, like a cookie cutter that you don't fit into. So I feel that we need to be more self-aware and more kind to ourselves, and learn that it's okay not to be okay and not to have every answer.
I think this is the time to fuck up and mess up and try new things and like see if it works out or not. It might work out and it might be the best thing that ever happened to you, or it doesn't work out, at least you got to do it and you don't live with that I wish I did that
regret.
And I think the 30s is like when you your life starts becoming like solidified, I guess. And a lot of people say that your 30s are like the best years.
If you think about it, we're barely regular human beings. Like, we've spent more than half of our lives in school. Like, it was always the same routine. And now, like, we're like your mid 20s to like late 20s, you have teachers that you make along the way. You don't have nobody telling you like, oh, you did amazing, you learned something. Now it's like, oh, did I do something right? Like, or should I have not said that? Or am I doing things correctly at work? You get what I mean? It's like we're barely living like the actual experience of what it's like to live the outside world. Because our parents, like, that's why they're like, no, pues acuérdate de mí cuando te dicen las cosas, because it's like, okay, like, yeah, like, we all learn things differently. And in your 30s, I've always heard that your 30s are your best years also, because you get to like have the spirit of like still being a little bit of like, oh, I'm 20, but you have a little bit more money in your pocket because you've already kind of, pushed things forward a little bit more and fucked up whatever it was in your 20s and learned hopefully some lessons by then.
I'm excited to see this episode in whenever we're 30
Yeah.
and then we're like, oh my god, we didn't know anything about life. And we were just like little beings in the world that didn't know what to do.
Yeah, no, if I think about it, the same way that I would see myself as a 19-year-old, we're not the same person. So I'm excited to like for us to be like, oh yeah, we're already 30. What did I see? What did I even fucking say 5 years ago? What kind of person was I? And that, I think that's crazy, and it's a privilege to have
For sure.
time to
see,
figure it out. I love it.
Gracias. Es que it's already developed. So,
well, yeah. I mean, I hope you guys loved this. I mean, it was short, sweet, simple, but these were 25 things that we learned. Michelle's 25 because we're not 25.
I feel that 25 doesn't mean that we have all the answers. It's just like we are becoming more like self-aware of the stuff that we're doing. And I feel that this whole episode is an evidence of that.
It's a very intentional year for sure.
Yeah.
Now you know what you want and you're executing.
Yeah, one of my wishes for my 25, it's actually calm myself, like take more breaks, be more patient with myself, don't say like yes to every fucking gig or everything. And this year for me it's gonna be like settling down a little bit. I need to fucking rest. Yeah.
And I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna have like 5 jobs and be like, Michelle, I'm hustling.
Yeah, because I was like this for this couple of years, and like I'm like a senior. I'm like, okay, maybe I need to break. What if I retire?
You're like, I have security now.
So yeah, we hope that you're a little bit kinder to yourself now that you have learned a little bit of the lessons in life and everything.
Do you want to leave a message like for your future self whenever you watch this back?
Ooh, okay. Oh my god, that's cool. I didn't think of anything.
Yeah.
I feel that Michelle, you're doing great. Just take a step back and enjoy the things. That's all I have to say. Tú sabes qué pedo.
Me encantó.
And then if you know, and then I'm gonna see it, I'm like, what the fuck was I talking about? Fuck. Yeah, that's the only thing I need to say. Like, life is good to you right now, and life is gonna get better. So keep enjoying the little things.
Me encantó.
Yeah.
Me encantó. Well, cheers to your 25th.
Thank you.
We sang her happy birthday actually at the Harry
At
concert.
the Harry Styles concert,
It was
everyone
so cute.
clapped and everyone's like, "Happy birthday, Michelle!" I was like, "Yes, duh."
Yeah. It was insane, but and we hope you survive your quarter life crisis.
Thank you so much. I
We'll
hope
see
there's
you.
none.
We'll see you on the other side, baby.
Yeah, during your quarter life crisis, I hope you're doing well.
And this is for you.
And this is for you. So we love you. See you in our finale.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so we have one last episode that we
Yes.
really want you guys to tune in for the season finale. It's gonna be super cool. It's so dynamic because we got you guys to send us some stuff. So it's gonna be so good. Please participate or interact with our stories or our
Yeah.
posts and everything. As always, like, follow, subscribe, and comment what's a lesson that you have learned. You don't have to be 25, just a lesson of life.
Sí, me encantó. Bueno, we love you guys. Bye.